Professor Proppa's lecture is now starting. Professor Proppa's lecture is now starting. Welcome to Professor Proppa's lecture on tips to playing YMIR within the DKO course here at Propazone University. As a reminder, this is an introductory course, so we will be covering some basic concepts, strategies, and tips. This will not cover advanced instructions such as the best combos to use, etc. You can find that postgraduate level course elsewhere on YouTube or Twitch. Now, let's begin on tips to playing YMIR. I know some people call it YMIR, but YMIR is how we will pronounce it. First off, I like to call him the finishing king, and once you start playing him, you'll see why, so please keep that in mind. My first tip is to make use of your heavy charged attack. It packs quite a punch and produces a nice knockback impact on enemies. This is especially true when hitting enemies with over 90% damage near a ledge. You use a heavy charge attack and they will go flying, with a decent chance of them being eliminated from hitting the edge of the map. That's the invisible line you will see when you get eliminated. Disclaimer, the second tip is on hold until they bring back YMIR's Ice Breath ability, his E ability. Right now, they have it on shutdown because of unintended consequence or impact of the skill. So they'll modify its stats, but the concept shouldn't change. Anyway, when his E ability, which is the Ice Breath, is brought back, it should still be extremely useful for you to know and use. You'll be using it on enemies who are too close to you who can't escape, even when you start using the Ice Breath, or you'll use it on those who are not suspecting it. If you get them long enough in your Ice Breath, it'll stun them. If you only get them for a second or two, it'll slow them, so it's still useful, but you really want to use it to stun them. And then once they're stunned, you can use your heavy charge attack, your ult, or a teammate can use their unique ability or ult to send them flying and hopefully get enough knockback to eliminate them. My third tip is to combo YMIR's movement ability, his Icicle Glide, or his unique ability, which is his R ability to create an ice wall. And for the ice wall, you jump on it and then either jump off the ice wall or his Icicle Glide and then do a heavy attack. This will do his air heavy, which actually will cause YMIR to ground spike or ground pound. Those are used interchangeably for me. It's really useful because it allows you to hit multiple targets if they're close. It's easy to remember, sort of instinctive, especially if you play Smash a lot, you think about the ground pound. And it's really fast to use. Also, it's extremely annoying for enemies. And most likely, this will give you to be able to make you create some space between you and them if you use it enough, which can be useful in certain modes, or you just feel like you're getting overwhelmed, getting hit too much by multiple enemies and they're targeting you. This is a great way to create that space to give you a little breathing room. My fourth and final tip concerns YMIR's ult, which is a snowball. You want to use your ult when you're close to an enemy, so you can almost guarantee you'll get at least one of them. This is because the longer the ult goes on, it's unwieldy to direct such move with the snowball. So if you have to chase an enemy, there's a significantly less chance you'll catch him or her. That's why you want to be able to catch one at the very start. So once you've got an enemy or enemies within your snowball, you're going to want to take your snowball and rush to the edge of the platform. And here's the key. When the snowball is close to exploding, and take a couple rounds to figure this out, but once you do, you'll know, you're going to want to take momentum, basically have the timing of being at full speed, and then jumping off at the edge. And the reason why is we know with the snowball, it'll shoot the enemies ahead of you in some capacity, some direction. And if you're jumping off with the movement momentum going towards the edge of the map, coupled with the jump, so you get even more momentum and further, increases the chance enemies will be shot to the edge of the map and be automatically eliminated because momentum of the snowball and then them being knocked back, and just simple math of less distance to the edge if you're off the ledge compared to being on the ledge of the map platform. But there are some caveats. One I already mentioned a little. You have to be aware of not jumping too early, because if you jump too early, your snowball will go to the bottom edge of the map, you will die, and your enemies still have a chance of not being eliminated, especially because there's not going to be enough momentum to shoot them further out than if you shoot out when it explodes while you're got your momentum going to the edge of the map. Another note for this, jumping off the ledge while ulting, is you have to make sure you have your movement ability, the icicle glide, available. That's to make sure once your snowball disappears that you're able to get back to the map and not suicide in your attempt to take out whoever was in your snowball. So after you ult, you're going to use that movement ability, Icicle Glide, to assist you in reaching the platform again, because YMIR doesn't have enough recovery skills, essentially, to get back easily without using his Icicle. So these were my 4 beginning tips for you to playing YMIR. I hope you enjoyed this lecture provided by me, Professor Proppa. If you enjoyed this lecture, or if you found it useful, please give it a like and write a comment. These positive evaluations help me as a professor for you. You can find my other lectures from my DKO Divine Knockout course on my YouTube channel here. Also, feel free to visit me during my office hours on Twitch if you just want to chat, ask questions, or want to recommend a new game that could become my next course series for Proppa Zone University. Thank you.